Hello, today I would like to present on the topic climate change and its influence on Bengaluru, India. Bengaluru is the capital of the southern Indian state of Karnataka. It has a population of more than 8 million and a metropolitan population of around 15 million, making it India's third most populous city and fourth most populous urban agglomeration. It is the most populous city and the largest urban agglomeration in South India and is 27th largest city in the world. Located on the Deccan Plateau at a height of over 900 meters above sea level. Bengaluru faces scarcity of water and oxygen, constant rise in temperature and disappearance of green cover due to increased built-up area. Effect on climate change. Karnataka government admits availability of water per person per day will be around 88 liters by 2031 when Bengalore's population will touch about 20 million according to the report from the above description. The topography of Bangalore is set for a meteoric change with a decline in green cover and an increase in built up area. This will result in a further rise in land surface temperature affecting the microclimate and leading to surge in vector-borne diseases. According to another report, in 1900s, peak Bangalore summer temperature stood at 19 degrees Celsius. Over the years, it has gone up to 40 degrees Celsius. The irregular rain patterns and intense rain in short durations are going to continue, and this proves that we are heading towards a disaster, according to Professor T.V. Ramchandra of Indian Institute of Science, Bengaluru. Yet another report, Bengaluru experiences around 14 very heavy rain events when more than 205 millimeter rainfall occurs at a place within 24 hours per year. The mean air temperature has been rising at 0.23 degrees Celsius per decade. The total greenhouse gas emissions in the tech capital are estimated at 18.7 million metric tons of carbon dioxide. According to the report mentioned in the above article, there were 284 heavy rains events per year in Bengaluru between 2016 and 2021. There were 60 heat wave and extreme heat wave days per year during 1975 to 2022. Under the current policy landscape and projected population and economic growth, ambient PM 2.5 levels, that is particulate matter with the diameter less than 2.5 in Bengaluru is projected to increase to 45.9 microgram per meter cube by 2050. This is almost 9 times the concentration of air pollution that World Health Organizations deem safe. The residents complain helplessly as they see the future snatched out of the present. It's the conversion of life-affirming visionary cities to something with skin-deep beauty that does not support. The replacement of cool homes surrounded by lakes with fish and trees with birds and inhabited by connected community will be replaced with plastic waste, sewage, engulfed by sooty air inhibited by burnout, burnt out, worried, isolated people is bound to make everyone unhappy and angry. Increased urbanization has led to urban heat islands. Once known for its agreeable climate, Bengaluru has lost huge portion of urban tree cover to infrastructure development, dredged many lakes to make way for high-rise buildings, bus terminals and stadiums. This has contributed to the city becoming warmer with strain on its natural resources. Suggestions for action. Bengaluru's building designs get a timely tweak. There is a need to move towards energy efficient and climate responsive architecture. The use of natural materials during construction could both bring down the effect of climate change on buildings and reduce pollution during construction. Barriers for action: lack of capacity within organization, including inadequate funds for adaptation and an organizational culture that limits or prevents decision making or adaptation. Local government requires strong and clear support from state government in order to progress adaptation, and this lack of support is a barrier to action. Perspectives of both policymakers and general public: use of bamboo and natural materials can be included in National Building Code, providing a much needed push towards sustainable buildings. Also, government buildings can be built in a sustainable manner to set an example. Action planned as a part of the signatory of C40 cities. The commitment from cities is to reduce carbon dioxide emission by 2030 and achieve carbon neutrality by 2050. According to the press release issued by Bruhat Bengaluru Mahanagar Palike, the Corporation of Bengaluru, priority sectors identified for the developing climate change mitigation strategies include stationary energies, buildings, transportation, solid waste management, air quality, water, wastewater, storm water management, urban planning, greening, biodiversity, and disaster management. The climate and environmental hazards identified for the city are urban heat, urban flooding, droughts, thunderstorms and lightning, and pollution. The various types of broad actions identified for the stakeholders to collectively implement in priority sectors include institutional mechanisms and capacity, infrastructure, process and standard operating procedures, platforms and data system, finance, inclusivity, and equity and governance regulatory mechanisms. Personally, I will try to consume local and seasonal products, bring reusable shopping bags and avoid products with excessive plastic packaging, make sure to buy only what is needed to avoid waste. Cutting down on miles we drive is one of the best things we can do for reducing carbon emissions. Organize shopping trips to get more done on each outing, walk or bike when distances are shorter, and use public transportation as much as possible. Turn the faucet off when brushing or shaving. Replace all lighting fixtures with energy efficient and long lasting LED bulbs. Purchasing upcycled and eco friendly furniture. Teaching environmental studies in schools. Climate action is a task for all of us and it concerns all of us. No one can do it all alone, but we can do it together. Thank you. Thank you very much.